Today, we're diving into a French film about Hélène, a teenage girl who didn't fall into her father's arms, but into the gaze of Tamara, his lover. Tamara wasn't just warm and curious. She looked at Hélène like no one else ever had. It wasn't just curiosity. It was something deeper. She was meant to be a stepmother that became a secret, a temptation, a quiet obsession. By the time Hélène realized what it was, it had already gone too far. Because the woman she trusted did something unforgettable and unforgivable. Let's dive into their story. Hélène was just a girl, grieving, silent, invisible in her own home. Her mother was gone. And her father, well, he barely noticed she was back. She knew her father had a lover.
Aller en ville tout de suite et j'ai promis à Tamara, tu veux avoir la gentillesse de lui téléphoner.
But she didn't call. She went. The first time their eyes met, something shifted, quiet, but impossible to ignore.
Vous êtes la fille de René. J'avais très envie de vous connaître.
There was something about her, something that drew Hélène in without trying, and she knew, even then, she'd find a way to come back. They crossed paths again by chance. All Hélène wanted was to stay close, just for a little while longer. What began as glances turned into visits.
Venez vous asseoir, là près de moi.
Tamara gave Hélène what no one else had: attention, warmth, and something softer, harder to name. It felt beautiful at first, and Hélène let herself fall into it, completely. One night, when things came too close, Tamara pulled away and sent Hélène home without a word. But Hélène couldn't stay away. Tamara had already taken hold of her. She just needed to feel that warmth again.
Que votre fille fréquente la femme sous l'air, votre maîtresse.
Her father found out by chance, angry, but unaware of the full truth.
Dès que l'occasion se présentera, je me montrerai dans une réunion. Reste nécessaire et pourtant susceptible de compromettre.
Hélène and Tamara continued their secret relationship, now with more caution. Each moment felt borrowed, fragile yet deeply cherished. Soft glances, hushed words. Everything between them seemed to glow. But then reality began to set in.
Hélène? Moi? Où est ton père? Je ne sais pas.
Tamara was drawing closer and closer to Helene's father, which made her jealous. They were never going to be together, not truly. One day, Tamara was left with a male friend, and Hélène doubted their closeness.
Ce qui vous tracasse, vous l'aimez pas, Tamara?
Mais si, je l'aime.
She never trusted their so-called friendship and didn't want them near each other. Later, Tamara and her father were to travel for a few days. Before the trip, Tamara chose to spend secret time with Hélène. But that night, everything unraveled. She found traces of Tamara's past. The women, the stories she never told. Her heart didn't just break, it sank, quietly. Tamara had never truly been hers. Tamara left for the trip with her father.
Tamara! No!
Hélène stayed behind, drained, sleepless, and barely holding it together. When Tamara returned, she didn't say much. She just stayed, quiet, close, watching over Hélène through the night. And somehow, despite everything, Hélène slept. And as if that wasn't enough, whispers of their affair had begun to spread.
Jaloux parce que je te soigne, que je le vois pas.
Jaloux, Max?
Tamara was being threatened. But she didn't walk away. Tamara was spending more and more time with Hélène's father, and Hélène noticed. Then came the most devastating moment. Her father had proposed to Tamara, and she had said yes. It broke her in a way no one could see.
deviendrais comme les autres et ce serait pire.
Mais il y a pire que de devenir comme les autres.
And she could only watch in silence, heart aching as her father married the woman who once made her feel seen, wanted. No matter how she begged, he wouldn't call it off. The wedding plans moved forward, quiet, steady, unstoppable. In the end, all Hélène could do was remember. The stolen glances, the trembling hands, the nights they swore they'd never let go. She thought of the laughter, the tears, the lies they clung to just to stay close. It was messy, maybe even cruel, and she had loved her more than she ever thought she could.
Nous allons procéder au mariage de René Jean Norris avec Tamara Natacha Soulet.
Now, that love lived only in silence, and she could only watch it all unfold. This brings us to the end of this video. If this story left a mark on you, don't scroll away just yet. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world. Please consider liking this video and subscribe, so you don't miss more emotional stories like this one.